Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Shafira Rasyina, and in this opportunity, I will try to explain about noun clause and adjective clause as my grammar analysis task 2. So without any further ado, let's go to the topic. Before we going further to the explanations about what is adjective clause and what is noun clause, I think it is essential that we have to understand about what is clause first. So clause is a group of words that contain a subject and a predicate. Subject it contains noun or a phrase and clause that take place as a noun, and also in the predicate it includes a verb. Next is clause can be divided into two. I already make it into different boxes. The first is independent clause and second is dependent clause. At the glance, if we see that fast, it can be concluded that in independent clause it's a sentences that can stand alone without any subject complements or any sentence that have to completing the meaning. Difference from the dependent clause need another subject or in another sentences that have to put to complete the meaning. First is a dependent clause. A dependent clause is a clause that can stand alone. An independent clause has a subject and a verb, expresses a complete thought, and can stand alone as a complete sentences because it doesn't depend on anything else to complete the thought. The second is dependent clause. Dependent clause is a clause that do not express a complete thought and cannot stand alone. A dependent clause has a subject and a verb, same as independent, but cannot stand alone grammatically. A dependent clause is dependent because it needs a connecting word such as because, if, so, which, that, and etc. links to an independent clause to complete the meaning. The comparison between independent clause and dependent clause. In a dependent clause, the sentence is the cat clown is way to the top of the tree. The is the determiner and cat is the noun, so it can be the subject, and clown is way to the top of the tree is the verb phrase because it contains the verb cloud. We can see that the cat clown is way to the top of the tree is already half the meaning. Next is what is noun clause. Noun clause is a part of dependent clause. A noun clause can be a subject, a direct or indirect object, or an object of a preposition. Noun clause can begin with which questions such as what, which, when, where, who, and whom, and questions words such as how, if, and that. We can see from the examples when the noun clause takes place as a direct object, indirect object, and object of prepositions. Why the noun clause moves to the last? Because it depends on the structures of the sentence, which is the subject plus verbs or the predicate plus object. The last part is what is adjective clause. Adjective clause is also part of dependent clause. An adjective clause modifies a noun or a pronoun. An adjective clause begins with who, whom, which, that, whose, when, where, why, and follows the words it modifies. We can see from the examples beside. I already put the examples same as the noun clause. The first sentence is David stands as a noun. Who has been with the company 5 years is an adjective clause which is giving more meaning about the sentence. Is our new director. So the second explanation about adjective clause is the time when our plane arrives is 4 p.m. The time stands as the noun, and when our plane arrives is the adjective clause that giving more information about the sentence. Alright, we already discussed about what is clause and what is noun clause and adjective clause as a part of clauses. So I hope these explanations will help you to understand more about clause. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.